Hello, welcome to ChristCenteredGamer's latest unboxing of a new piece of network equipment I'm really excited about. So we recently reviewed the EnGenius 516 or 516L, which is their Cloud 7 2x3x3 indoor wireless access point, but it's their light version of it, which means it's meant more for home and small business use rather than enterprise. This is their new Cloud 7 2x2x2. So it has less antennas than the other model, but it's their new full enterprise access point with larger range and more concurrent users. So I'm actually really interested in this. I'm curious to see the difference in what EnGenius's software and interface support difference in support between their enterprise gear versus their consumer gear. So pretty cool. I think it's pretty close to the same price, right around the $200 mark, if I recall. But again, it has the full suite of software, which is pretty great. Um, Also, the fact that it has better range is really important in my situation because where I'm using the other one, it's just short of one of the corners of my house back there. It's not quite enough. And so I'm curious to see if this one by itself will be enough. So, I guess I'll give you one. There's not much to the box. I mean, it's just that's it. It's a basic box. We'll go ahead and open this up and see what the access point itself looks like. I guess before I get too much farther, I should probably point out a couple things. One, this does require a Power over Ethernet adapter, which EnGenius was kind enough to send us. This is one of their PoE adapters. Just like the other access point, it does require this. It doesn't have its own power brick. Another thing I wanted to point out, for the sake of disclosing, any conflicts or whatever, they did send us a little bit of a goodie bag, EnGenius did. So we got a fancy mouse pad. This is just for our own, whatever, and also a T-shirt. So I can officially wear EnGenius swag. So in case there's any conflict of interest there, now you're made aware of it. Okay, so I guess we'll start with the PoE adapter. Since this requires Ethernet to function, or power over Ethernet to function, you need one of these or a PoE switch to use this device. And I'm just going to go ahead and just show you that it's just a pretty standard little power cable. It's a little, here we go. The PoE adapter itself is pretty simple. You just plug in the power here, and then you plug in the LAN for the data part of the PoE here, your output to your device Ethernet here, and then it'll probably be a little light right there that glows to show that it's on, and that's it. You can see it's got screw holes. You can mount it to the wall. This model is the EnGenius EPA3 GAT. So it's meant for gigabit, but in my testing, gigabit PoE adapters work fine with 2.5 gig as well, which is what this uses. So both access points that I've been sent to review use 2.5 gig uplinks. So not the end of the world, but just something to be aware of. All right, and then so just consider that when you calculate costs, right? You need PoE. You can either buy a PoE switch and it'll work with multiple devices, or you'll need something like this. So here's the access points box. It's got the quick start and mobile app, which we will need to set it up, but I don't think I'll do that in this video. The model number ECW520, so I'll go ahead and show you that. There you go. And then here is the access point itself. It's actually pretty small, smaller than I expected. And there's a little box. I don't know what's in this box. Mounting. Okay, got mounting brackets. So it's got a couple screws. You can screw it into your wall or whatever, which I'll probably actually use. And then two different mounting brackets. I'm not sure what the difference is. They look really similar, but they're slightly different. I don't know why. If you put them side by side, you can see that they're slightly different. I don't know why there's two different models like this, but anyway. So there's not a whole lot to look at. As you can see, here's the front, and here's the back, and here's the ports. So there's an optional 12-volt DC that is not included. It's a separate purchase. But honestly, for something like this, a PoE adapter or an injector, that's what these are called, PoE injectors, it's probably the better way to go. That's how they're meant to be used. And it's honestly more convenient because you just hook it up to any Ethernet you happen to have. put the PoE injector somewhere in the chain, and it'll just power your device. It's so convenient. Oh yeah, and there's a reset button. And that's it. So there's not a whole lot to show you. It is Wi-Fi 7. It supports 5 gigahertz, 6 gigahertz, and 2.4 gigahertz. It has whatever the new enterprise features are that I'm not familiar with yet. We'll find out. Um, it requires PoE and has 2 antennas for each band. That's it. So these are meant to be used in conjunction. So you'd mount this to your ceiling or your wall. You know, that's why it's got the hooks. And it'll be a little bubble on your ceiling or wall. It's very small. It's very compact. It might have a power status light, and that's just about it. And hopefully it'll supply your house, business, church, whatever, with great Wi-Fi signal. That's the idea. This is a cloud managed device, so you have to log into EnGenius Cloud to manage it. So that's part of the process with this QR code is you have to have an app on your phone. You register it to your account, plug it in, register it, configure it, and then you're on your way. One of the things I will be testing is initially just this by itself, and then I'll be testing to see if it works with the light access point together, if they can work together or not. I will let you know how it goes. Please look forward to our full written review and take care and God bless.